snowstorm. It literally looks like a snow globe outside of my house, and it's very windy and loud, so hopefully that is not too distracting. Also, I'm currently dog sitting, so you may hear some paws on the hardwood floor because one of the dogs is just wandering around. So anyway, I wanted to come on quickly and talk about the Oscars. I was thinking of doing like a predictions video or something, but I just didn't really feel like it, honestly, because I was not that thrilled by the movies that were nominated this year. There were a few exceptions, and I'll get into that, but I just wanted to go over the awards, the winners, I mean, and my thoughts, I guess. And this is all just for fun. This is all my opinion. You know, if you think differently, that is totally fine, and I am not judging anybody that has thoughts that are different from mine. I just wanted to chat about it a little bit. I am going to be skipping some of the categories, like, for example, the short films and the animated films. I actually did not see any of the animated films that were nominated this year. I didn't watch any of the short films or the animated short films either. I guess I'm going to start off with best score. The winner was Sinners, Ludwig Göransson. I was not a fan of Sinners. I know that's, I don't know, I feel like more and more I am seeing people talk about how they didn't like it as much as other people, but I feel like I'm kind of in the minority with that opinion. It just was not for me at all. Like, absolutely none of it worked for me. I thought it was corny. I thought it wasn't cohesive. It had too many things going on. And I love horror movies, so it's not that. It just was not, I wasn't taken by it as others were, but I did like the score, so I feel okay with this. However, Sarat was not even nominated for best score, and to me that was the best score of the year. Absolutely 100%. I think that this win, though, is, you know, I don't know, it's fine. I also was disappointed that Marty Supreme was not nominated for best score. I would have picked either Marty Supreme or Sarat to win, but they weren't even nominated, so there you go. With best international film, the winner was Sentimental Value from Norway. I really loved that movie. It wasn't really one that was a favorite of mine, I guess. Like, I feel like in another year where there were more impressive movies that came out, this would be very forgettable, but the fact that I didn't enjoy it wouldn't be very forgettable. It would just be one that I liked and then didn't really think about again. But I love Stellan Skarsgård and Renee Reinsva. I don't know how to say her last name, but I love them, and I thought all of the acting was great. I did think it was a little bit strange that Elle Fanning was nominated for Best Supporting Actress, but whatever. I mean, it's okay. She didn't end up winning anyway, but so that one, and once again, I loved Sarat. It was one of my favorite movies of the year, so I do wish that would have won, but I knew it didn't really have a chance of winning. I figured it would be this, it would be Sentimental Value or The Secret Agent, and actually The Secret Agent is the only movie that was nominated for Best Picture that I did not is something that baffles me because that was my favorite movie of last year, and I thought it was a literal masterpiece. I thought that it was equally as good as Parasite. Parasite won Best Film a couple years ago, like 2020 or something. I mean, I love Parasite, but I felt like no other choice was equally as good, and it was also a South Korean film. I don't know, I just don't know why Park Chan-wook is overlooked by the Academy. Give this man his flowers, okay? It's fucked up. That would have been my choice. Even though I loved Sarat, I liked No Other Choice more, so whatever. Okay, Best Supporting Actress was Amy Madigan from Weapons. Honestly, this was confusing. I thought her performance was good, but I didn't love Weapons, and this was the only nomination that Weapons got, was her performance, which is kind of cool, and I do think that she was the best part of the movie as Aunt Gladys, and she's had a very long career, and I think that she deserves to be acknowledged, but I don't know, I just was kind of confused by that choice, but I thought that she was good, you know, it wasn't like that upsetting or anything. Best Supporting Actor was Sean Penn, and he was not there. He did not come to the show. I'm pretty sure he hasn't been to like any of the award shows. I think maybe he went to one of them, but he wasn't there. I did think that he was very good in one battle after another, but I don't know. I know a lot of people didn't like Frankenstein, but I actually liked it, and I thought that Jacob Elordi was great as the monster or the creature. Speaking of Frankenstein, Best Production Design, I believe, and then Best Wardrobe or Costume Design and Makeup went to Frankenstein, and I'm so happy that they did. And let me just say about Jacob Elordi, he seems like the sweetest man. Like, he is so attractive. And he was so happy for the people that won for Frankenstein. He was, when Best Makeup was announced to be Frankenstein, the people that worked on Frankenstein, he looked like he was crying. He brought his mom as his date. The makeup artist, when they went on stage, they said that he sat for a total of, or for over 400 hours during filming, getting his makeup put on. That's crazy. But he just seemed so sweet, like he was so happy for all of them. He stood up for all of them. He was hugging them. Maybe he's like a total douchebag. I really hope not, because he just seems so nice. But anyway, and then my girl Mia Goth was there too. She looked gorgeous. I love them both so much, and I thought Frankenstein got way too much hate. I really do. I thought it was great. I don't think it was Best Picture worthy, but I thought it was better than a lot of the other movies that people freaked out over. So anyway, what else? Okay, Best Actress was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. I wasn't completely and totally in love with Hamnet, but Jessie Buckley definitely deserved to win this. I think that she was amazing in this movie, and I think that she's incredibly talented, so I was not surprised that she won, and I think that she should have won. Best Actor. Okay, now here's where I get a little shifty. Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Now I will say that I thought Michael B. Jordan did great in Sinners. He had to play two characters, so that's, I don't know, I think that he was good. But Timothée Chalamet, I know that he is kind of like, everybody hates him right now because of some of the comments he's made and stuff. was nominated in, and I feel like that's not fair. I loved that movie. I feel like it should have won for best casting for sure, because the casting in this movie was wild. I mean, Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank, Tyler the Creator, they just had this like random guy that was in like he was freaking out about some sports team. It's this guy that was in the movie that's like a very, no offense, but like a super heavy guy. I don't know, just some random guy that was from a video. I just feel like the casting was incredible. That ended up going to One Battle After Another, which didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I'm sorry. Okay, and the best director was Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. I was shocked that he had not won an Oscar before. I do not think that this is the movie that he should have won an Oscar for. I think that should have been Phantom Thread, There Will Be Blood, or The Master. I was not the biggest fan of One Battle After Another. I thought it was simply just okay. I thought that out of the movies that were nominated, though, it was one of the best. So it ended up winning Best Picture, spoiler alert, which I was kind of fine with, just based off of what else was nominated. The fact that fucking F1 was nominated and no other choice was not, is honestly just something that I cannot wrap my head around. No, I'm not gonna let that go. But anyway, I know a lot of people like this movie. I really feel like I need to watch it again, but it's so long. But I felt like it was way too long. I also felt like it just was kind of, I don't know, I did like it though. I liked it. I had mixed feelings about it. I always love Leonardo DiCaprio, and so, you know, he was great in it, and everybody was great. And Jason Finity, who played his daughter, this was her first role, which was shocking to me. I also didn't know that, so it was good. And Tiana Taylor, I don't know, everyone was great in it. Oh my god, can you hear the wind? It is literally so fucking windy. But yeah, that is gonna do it for this video. I feel like this was pretty short because I didn't go over all the categories, but like I said, I didn't see everything this year, so I just wanted to go over what mattered the most to me, I guess. I feel like maybe I'm missing something, but that's okay. Oh, cinematography went to Sinners. Why? I don't really know. I thought that it should have gone to Train Dreams, probably, because the cinematography in that movie was basically what made it good. I mean, it was a good movie, I guess, but it was also nominated for Best Screenplay, which was kind of confusing to me, or Adapted Screenplay. I also really liked the song by Nick Cave that was in Train Dreams. I kind of wish that would have won Best Song, but I knew it wouldn't, so whatever. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the